Hey guys, it's Coach B here with a short video to let you know after many months of research, I found the next car. And it's a 2017 Ford Mustang GT Premium in ruby red, 6-speed manual transmission, really fun car to drive. I haven't gone anywhere with it. I've had it now for 3-4 weeks. It's in the garage. I'm kind of taking my time with it. I have done some short video clips of it over the past few weeks, and I'm going to put something together here, show you those little highlights, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit about what I think about it. But I really like it, so let's take a look at the footage that I've got so far, and then we'll get right back here. So here it is, the ruby red 2017 Mustang GT Premium with the sports package. Nice chin spoiler there up front. Pirelli P0s, 19-inch, 255/40s. Brembo brakes, the 6 pistons in the front. 275/40, yep. Brembo's here too, but the 4-piston. Take a look at this big 5-liter engine, 435 horsepower. Sweet. Let's do some startups on it, both from inside the car and then a couple from the outside. That's tight, and you saw the rear diffuser there as well. Here's the interior, black leather, heated, cooled seats. Ambient lighting package lets you change the interior lighting to dozens of colors, like this purple here. Six-speed manual. Sync 3 system with the 8-inch touchscreen. Tons of options. I really need to dive into these. I haven't done that yet. 2 center gauges for oil pressure and vacuum pressure. I like that look. Mode buttons from drive mode to steering mode. Your flashers, that's those 4 silver ones. That's a tight look too. Here's what it looks like now after I had it tinted a week or so ago. 35%, what's legal in Virginia. I like it though. I think the tint sets it off properly. Not too dark. Actually, it's the same tint that I've got here on the Maserati. And as I think about changing the tires next year, the tint and the tires on the blue car here was both done by Custom Wheels Boutique. Got the Nietzsche 20-inch rims on there with Nitto 555s. Those are some sweet tires, and that may be the choice that I make for the Mustang when it's time to lose the Pirellis. Check this out. I love this. You open the door in the dark, pony shows up on the ground. Both sides. That's pretty cool. All right, let me go back inside and give you guys some thoughts on this car. Hang on. So hey guys, Coach B, and I'm back with you now with that really quick look at my new 2017 Ford Mustang GT Premium with the GT Sports package. What did you think? I really like it. I think it's a good looking car. I really like the ruby red and the contrast of the nice black leather interior. Tons of features. The car is loaded. I haven't begun to explore all the things, like Apple Play. It's got a full functioning reverse camera with reverse sensors, and it's an amazing car. Not a lot of room in the back seat, and I'm good with that because the only people that are going to be back there are Peanut, Muffin, RJ, and Zion, my 4 grandkids. With the car seat, when they want to go riding with the coach, we'll put them in there and they can go back there. The trunk was actually bigger than I anticipated, but not super large, but it's big enough to hold my golf clubs. That's all I really need there. Again, because this car is one of a couple that I have, and it's going to end up being my daily driver. And at the end of the day, I wanted something fast, something that looks good, and something that's fun. That 6-speed manual is going to be an awful lot of fun to drive. I will tell you that I did look at the Shelby for a minute, fascinating test drive, and that's a 5.2 liter engine in it, but it's literally twice as much as the GT Premium, right? So this car that I bought, $32,000, the Shelby, $64,000, in some cases higher depending upon what you do to it. So the gain wasn't that great for me, and I didn't want to spend that kind of money, so that's why I went with the GT. When you do the research, and when I did the research, I found that a lot of people make a lot of mods. And what I mean by that is all the different channels that I was following, they talk a lot about modifications because one, the Mustang has a super support system from third-party vendors in terms of mods, and two, it just seems to be the thing to do within the community. The number one thing that I saw that people were modding was the exhaust systems right away. They were getting rid of their stock exhaust and putting in these big beefy systems that, with X pipes and whatnot that sound really, really good. I'm not going to be doing that. I did the startup that you could hear from inside, from 2 different angles outside next to the exhaust. I'm really fine with the stock exhaust and the way that it sounds. I don't want it to be any louder than that. I'm good with that. Another mod that a lot of folks make is, they put a Whipple in it or something to increase the horsepower. I'm good with the 435 horsepower. I'm not trying to increase that. I'm fine with that. So the mods that I make, like with the tent, for example, are probably considered old man mods, and I'm good with that. Seriously, I am. The only other thing that I think I'm going to change are the tires. I'm not a big fan of the Pirellis, and they came with P0s, 255 40s in the front, 275 40s in the rear. It's not even an all-season tire. So I'll run them for a little while, but when we get to springtime, my guess is I'll change them out either for some Continentals or some Nittos on a 20-inch rim. And what that also means is I'm not going to be putting the car on bags. I'm not going to put the smaller springs in to try to lower it. You watch a lot of the channels, there's conversation about how to get rid of the wheel gap, that space between the top of your tire and the fender. It's not that much there, to me anyway, and I'm fine with that. And if I go with a 20, I got 19s now and it looks good. If I go with a 20, that's going to be sufficient for me. I'm not going to put a tune on the car. This is another thing folks do, and I have no desire to put it on a dyno. I don't want to do anything that's going to void the warranty. And again, I'm not racing it, even though it's ready for the track. One of the things that it has when you go through these different modes, like you can change sport mode, you can go to sport, you can change the steering mode, but then you can get into what's called track mode, right? And you can actually lock up the front tires and start spinning and smoking those rears and heating them up so you can get ready for some nice track stuff. That's a fascinating thing to have. I don't think I'll be using it. I'm not trying to go to a racetrack, and I don't want to, spend a lot of money on good tires and then smoke them up. But these are some of the features that just came with the GT Sports package, and those are awesome. So to that extent, not a lot of modifications going to be taking place. Again, I just want to have some fun. I want to get some riding in, and to that extent, I want to get with some friends like LB out in Montgomery County. LB is a Mustang guy. I think his family is a Mustang family. I want to come out to Montgomery County, ride with ULB. I want to get with Kevin too. Kevin Kurtzoliak has a amazing Cobra. You talking about modifications? That thing is modded to the hilt, but it's super fast and it looks nasty. So maybe Kevin and I can get together and do some cars and coffee, and then maybe some riding. That'll be fun. And then I want to go all the way out to Southern Maryland and visit with Tim Bell. Tim Bell has a really, really nice Shelby. It's a classic Shelby. I think it's one of the more rare Shelbys. He doesn't bring it out much, but when he does, it's a head turner. So Tim, I look forward to coming out your way, or maybe you'll bring the Shelby down here to Virginia, and we can get together and get some riding in. The other thing I want to do is I want to thank a couple of the YouTube channels that I've followed religiously for probably 3 months just to learn all the ins and outs about the Mustangs. First, 16P51 down in the 757. Really good channel. I love his content. He's got a 2016 GT automatic, I believe. Very beautiful car. He's done some mods to his that are really quite nice. His brother just recently got a Shelby. I mean, recently. And his son, the Shelby that his brother got was a 2017, brand new. His son recently got a 2017 GT, very similar to mine. Just his is blue. I don't remember what shade of blue. So 16P51 and the S550 Society. If you're not following them, do that. They put out some really, really good content on YouTube, and I continue to follow them to this day. Jeff Ashton down in Florida, I think Central Florida, I believe, puts out amazing content. Jeff is, I'm assuming he's some type of super mechanic because he's got a massive garage just full of nothing but Ford products. I started following Jeff when he was always doing YouTube videos about his GT. It was black. It was nasty. I really loved it. And then he got into an accident, I believe on I-4, maybe 2 months ago. It's been fairly recent. So once the car got in an accident, he ended up moving up to Shelby, and he's got a really, really nice brand new Shelby. He actually took it down to Mustang Week recently in South Carolina. So he's doing more content today on the Shelby, but he covers Mustangs from end to end. Ashley has a Mustang as well. So you go to Jeff's channel, you're going to see a lot of how-tos. I mean, at the finite level. He gets in there, like more recently I saw he just changed out his shifter, so he puts the thing on lift, shows you what to do from A to Z, how to pull it from the bottom, what you have to do in the top. I don't want to do any of those things, but I appreciate the fidelity that he brings to his channel in terms of wanting the Mustang experience to be better, whether it's a GT or a Shelby. And then JD Joyride TV, another guy from Virginia, young guy, but he's really, really good in the Mustang community. He does a lot of vlogging, covers all types of Mustangs. He really gets you inundated within the Mustang community. He puts out some really good content. He does it religiously, and it's all very good. So JD, thank you a lot for your contributions as well. I just wanted to shout those three out. If you guys are interested in Mustangs, their contact information is in the description. You definitely want to get with them at some point in time. I don't know where I'm going with the Mustang. I'm just glad to have it. I'm glad to have it in the stable. Again, haven't driven it much. It's still only got 150 miles on it, and I've had it about a month now. But when I do get out there, I'm looking forward to having some fun with it. Anytime you guys want to come by the house, pick up the keys, take it for a spin yourself. Let's do that. Let's go ride. Let's go enjoy. And I hope you like this little highlight video of the Ford Mustang GT premium package with the GT Sports package with it. It's a fascinating car. Obviously, I've got a lot to learn. I think I'll go do that now. Thanks, guys.